Hi everyone. So we are ready to start our fifth session for this week. Today we'll be doing more of a holistic fitness session followed by yoga postures, stretches and relaxation. So just prepare yourself for the session. Just put your yoga mat and so today's session will be a bit fast paced where I'm doing it particularly, it is for everyone, but it is particularly for kids and young people who are going to join us for today's session. So I'm going to make it a little fast paced, and tomorrow morning the session will be a slow paced yoga session. So tomorrow morning again at 9:30 the session will be very different. It will be a slow paced yoga session. So those of you who already joined, for prop today, just find a cushion or a pillow. Cushion will be better, just get a cushion, otherwise get a pillow. We'll try to use it for some fun exercises. So if you can get a smaller cushion, better, otherwise just get a pillow like this and just keep it near you. We'll be using that. Okay, and okay, just those of you who've already got the cushion, the pillow, just start walking up, walking back, and just want to remind you that after this class is over in 1 hour, then after a 10-minute break I'll be taking questions on weight loss. A lot of people have been asking me. Okay, just walk up, walk back. So today we'll start straight with the warm up and come back and start raising one knee at a time. Raise one knee at a time. Okay, so we have a 3-year-old who has just joined us. Okay, and just write in the kids who are joining the class today. You can just write in so that I know what age group has joined us today. Okay, right leg forward, hold there, hold there. Left leg forward, hold there, hold there. Okay, wake yourself up with this balancing posture. Just hold there, just balance, balance. Okay, and come back. And the other leg, hold there. Take support if you need to. Okay, and come back. And 3 times, breathe in, arch back, and breathe out, push your hips back, come forward. Today we're going to go a little faster pace. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Okay, and come back. And just swing the arms like this. Just swing the arms up and back. This exercise is very good for your heart as well. Okay, just swing the arms up, keep the shoulders loose, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now right leg forward, breathe in and take the right leg back. The left leg, breathe in, breathe out back. Again, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And now as you step up, take the hands sideways and bring it back. Okay, right leg, breathe in, breathe out back, and the left leg, breathe in, breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I'll again remind you guys that those of you, so today's class will be a little fast paced. For 20 minutes we'll just do, okay, start spot jogging as I talk to you. For 20 minutes we'll be going at a little fast pace because we have kids who've joined us for class today, and so some of you who don't want to do the jumping movements much, you can avoid certain movements and just walk around, jog, keep your heart rate up. And tomorrow we'll be doing a slow paced gentle yoga class at 9:30 in the morning. And for this class I want you to get a prop which is a cushion or a pillow. So we'll do some fun exercises with that. So those of you who've not got it, just get preferably a cushion, otherwise just get a pillow and keep it near you quickly. Okay, the rest of you, okay, we'll do another balancing before, let's try and 20 minutes of warm up, then we'll try a lot of yoga postures today. So first segment we'll do cardio and next segment we'll try yoga postures. Okay, so balancing on one leg. This is called the tree posture, Vrikshasana. Just see how well you can balance in that. Stretch your hands up. Keep holding there. Those who have been practicing it for the last few days, see how much perfection you have in this. Okay, and change the other leg. And join the palms together. Look straight at the point in front of you. Stretch your hands up. Okay, next 15 minutes we'll keep our heart rate up. I hope everyone has got a cushion or a pillow. Okay, now start jogging up, jogging back. So I'm warning people who have injuries. You can avoid some of the things we are doing in the next 20 minutes. Listen to your body. Okay, so there are certain exercises which are mainly for the kids. Okay, and come back and do a shuffling movement. When you go to the left leg moves first, and when you go to the right leg moves first. Okay, we are gently warming up ourselves, and to the left leg, and to the right, and to the left, and again forward. Just walk up, walk back, and again a spot jogging movement. Opposite hand and leg, so your left leg and your right hand down. Do it slow. Right leg, left hand up, down. Opposite hand and leg up, down. Opposite hand and leg. And now do it with a continuous jumping movement. Opposite hand and leg. And keep your elbows close to your body. Keep your neck up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Raise the knees up for 3, 2, and relax. And relax. Walk up, walk back. You feel your heart rate slightly going up. Okay, let's do quick warm-up exercises and breathe in, come up on your toes, on your toes, on your toes. Okay, and touch your toes. Breathe in and breathe out, reach for the toes. You can bend the knee slightly. Those with lower back problems, go easy with the forward bending. Keep going. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. See, this is the difference between exercise and yoga. This is the exercise way of doing the stretches, the same stretches. This is not yoga, this is exercise. And the other side, but this is also good, this has different benefits. And one hand back again, and the other side, once again, and the other side. Keep your heart rate up and push your hips back, stretch in front, and come up, arch back the neck up. And breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Okay, and come back, and come back. And hip rotations, 3 times one side, 3, 2, 1, and the other side, 3, 2, 1, and the wrist, and stretch out, tighten, stretch out, tighten, stretch out, and rotate. One side, the other side, and the shoulders up and back, up and back. We are warming up the body. See, right now it's become quite warm, at least in Bombay. So when it is warm and you've been working out regularly, you don't need a very long warm up. And twist. When it is cold, you need more warm up, or if you've not been working out for long. Okay, and relax, and through the leg back. So have you all got a cushion or a pillow? Just get it, just throw it up, catch it a few times to wake yourself up. It is easier with a cushion, I think, but okay, keep it to the side. Okay, now we'll do some movements which are like the British PT movements. We'll use them for warm up. Okay, so your feet together, your hands together. So you raise your hands up, 1 and 2 up, 3 to the side and down. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and down. Those of you who've done PT in school, you'll be reminded of these movements. And down, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this is a slight jumping movement. Those of you who have knee problems, you can go easy. So you go 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, on your toes. So you stretch your leg outward. Okay, you get it? 1 and 2, and from the side 3 and 4. So jump, and 1 front, 2 join your feet together, 3 to the side and down. And now in a continuous movement 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. The key thing is be very light on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. You feel your heart rate up. We'll keep that up now. Okay. Now another movement. See, again, those of you who want to avoid the jumping movements, just do some spot jogging, walk around, just keep your heart rate up. Okay. Now we'll do raise the knees up, raise the knees up. Okay, now another, this again is a PD movement and similar to jumping jacks. And breathe in, breathe out, and clap here and then breathe out. Okay, so shoulder line, come back, and then join the palms together and come back. Okay, let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax, and relax. Seems simple, but it will get your heart rate going. Okay, relax, relax. Okay, now we practice the Jenga movement, the martial art movement, on Thursday. Let's do that now. Shoulder width distance between the feet. Bend the knee slightly. Okay, back straight. Be with your heart rate. Feel your heart rate. Is it slightly up? Just keep that up. And okay, now right leg back in the same line and bring it back. Left leg back in the same line and bring it back. Bend the knee slightly. Right leg back and the right hand up. And come back, starting position. Left leg back, left hand up. Come back, starting position. Okay, in a continuous movement, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bend down slightly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, relax, relax. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now again jog up, jog back, raise your heart rate up again, jog up, jog back, jog up and jog back. Okay, and stretch your legs to the side, push your hips back, forward, 1, 2, inward, 3 on your toes, and 4 come up, arch back the neck back. Again, forward, 1, in on the toes and arch back. Again, 1, 2, 3, arch back once again. 1, 2, 3, come back and relax. Okay, let's do the warrior's posture in a continuous movement. Right leg forward, bend the knee, arch back and come back. And the left leg, big step forward, bend the knee, stretch your hands up, arch back. Okay, and come back, and come back. Okay, now let's use the pillow or the cushion that we've got. Those of you who've not got it, just imagine Cushion there. Just put the cushion down like this in front of you, and okay, what I want you to do is just circle around it, short steps. So 3 times one side, short steps, and gracefully, and one side, and then 3 times the other side. Okay, without touching it, on your toes, and once again. You might find that one side is a little easier for you to do. Okay, now in a circular movement, go around it like this, and then the other way around. Okay, so you are circling it, and again to one side and the other side. Okay, relax, relax. I hope all of you are getting that. Okay, those with knee problems, go a little easy. Okay, now the same movement we'll do again. Those of you who've not got a cushion or a pillow, just imagine one in the center, put something there to do this one. I want you to do the same. So you are shuffling like this and going around it in a slow movement, and the moment I clap, then you reverse the movement. If you're going right, start going left. If I clap, then start going right. Okay, let's try that. Let's see how that works. Okay, in the starting position, so as soon as I clap, you switch the direction immediately. Okay, that it should be fast. Okay, start on your toes, keep going one side and the other side, and as soon as you hear the clap, turn to the other side, keep shuffling. Immediately to the other side. Keep going till I clap. Keep going to one side. Okay, and come back, and come back. Come back to the starting position. Come back to the starting position now. Taking one leg over it, just skip it, and then with the other leg skip back. Okay, so with the right leg come forward, with the left leg go back. Land lightly on your toes, with the right leg forward, left leg go back. And now with the left leg up, with the right leg back. With the left leg up, with the right leg back. Land gracefully forward and back. Once again, forward and back. Okay, relax, relax. Leave the cushion there. Leave the cushion there, and again just start spot jogging. See, for another 10 minutes we are going to keep our heart rate up, then we'll start the yoga postures. Okay, so keep warming up. If your knees are sensitive, avoid some movements. Okay, do a normal jumping jack. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, relax, relax. Take a breather, take a breather. Okay, now this with the okay, so this movement is mainly for the kids. The others, just jump using your one leg and just make sure you land lightly, then you turn and then again. So with the right leg front and going back with the left leg. Okay, keep it simple just. And for the kids who are joining in, try to do it with both the legs gracefully. Bend the knee slightly, jump over, land lightly and turn, and again jump over, land lightly. Do that 1 or 2 times. Okay, now sideways, one side and one side. The others do like this. So with the right leg, jump to the right leg, right side, left leg. Okay, and especially for the kids who are joining is, you do it with a jump to the left and with a jump to the right. Be light, land lightly. If you land with a third, you will enjoy your knees. Okay, one side and the other side. Okay, relax. For those of you who this has been strenuous, you just walk around, take a few deep breaths, The others, put the pillow vertical now and jump over it and go back. Okay, jump over it and turn and go back with the other leg. Yeah, this is like an obstacle you have. You go on a trek, you're running, there is an obstacle in front. How gracefully you cross it. Okay, you're out for a run. So, with one leg, just right leg, land lightly and go back. With the left leg, go back. Okay, now, those of you who have a pillow vertical and those of you who have a cushion, put 2 cushions or just imagine double the length of a cushion and try to jump vertical. This again is mainly for kids. The others can just with one leg do the same that we were doing. Okay, just jump over it, land lightly. This is not for everyone. Okay, this particular one most of you can avoid and jump the other side. Okay, put the pillow to the side. Now we'll do a monkey crawl. Last Saturday we did it and a lot of people hated it, so I'm doing this again. Okay, so so for the monkey crawl, first you sit like this in this position. Okay, now your hands down and you're all fours, you're on your toes and start walking up on all fours a few steps, 4 steps forward and then 4 steps back. Again, gracefully and come back up. Okay, all okay? Now 2 more times, forward. Do a monkey crawl forward. This is excellent for you and back gracefully and come back. Now a little faster. The same movement, go a little fast now. Forward and fast and graceful and come back and come back. Relax, relax. Okay, now we are going to do the reverse of this. Okay, now just sit on your hips, put your hands here, feet a little and raise the stomach up. Okay, neck up. Look up at the ceiling. And now walk back your hands and then walk forward and again walk back and walk forward. Okay, come back. See, a lot of you need to listen to your body and avoid the things that are too difficult for you. Okay, now come in the sitting position, just sit there. Let's take a slight break from the fitness stuff and try a few yoga postures, because today I want you to see how many yoga postures you have perfection in. Sit in Vajrasana first, very important posture. I hope all of you can sit like this for at least 5 minutes. If you can't, then start practicing this. You can read a book sitting like this, you can do your prayer, do any work sitting like this. It's great to have good practice sitting in this position. Okay. I hope your heart rate is up. Okay. This is one. Then, these are all important postures. The second is the Indian toilet posture, the Malasana. And little distance between the feet, and if you're falling backward, just push your weight forward so that you don't fall back. The other day I spoke about in the short talks how using the Indian toilet is a better, more natural way than the Western toilet. Anyways, and okay, now join the feet. Okay, sit there. Okay, let's test one more thing, our fitness level. So today we are testing a lot of things that we need to work on. From sitting position, see how graceful it is for you to stand up without using your hands, and gracefully. Can you stand up gracefully and then sit gracefully without using your hands? It's not like somehow you do it. It should be graceful. Okay. Now, similar to the Indian toilet posture, your feet together, and this time the feet are together and the knees are together, okay? And now balance there. Okay, your hips are up, and again if you're falling back, push your hands forward, balance in that position. Okay, see if you can stand up from there. Don't strain your knees. If you need to take hand support, take hand support, but otherwise, especially the kids who've joined in, try to get up from that position, straight up. Okay, and relax, and relax. Okay, sit down again. I know we hate to do it, sit and stand again and again, but okay, but you should do it to have good practice doing that. Okay, just we'll try the Padmasana. Not everyone has to try this. If you have, if you can't do it, you can go easy. So your right leg in, the left leg bend it slightly, and then push this leg down, the right leg, and lift the left leg and put it. If it is difficult for you, don't force it, otherwise you'll injure your knees. Okay, so some of you can avoid it. All the kids should specially try to do this. And if you can't do this, just sit cross-legged. And then if you've got this, place your palms here and raise your Padmasana up. Balance there. Keep holding there. Keep holding there. And down. Okay. And to come out of it, one hand out, the other leg out. Okay. Now we'll practice the butterfly posture. Again, very important. See, if you're here, you should with practice try to open it. Just push this. Wherever you're feeling a stretch, hold there. And if you're comfortable there, then stretch your hands forward. Push your head down. Okay, Devika, try to put your head down in this. Hold there. This is the butterfly. Okay, and come back, and straighten it. Okay, now let's see if we can touch our toes from this position. Sit straight. Reach for your toes and see if you can touch your toes comfortably. Hold there. Okay, come back. Once again, stretch your hands up and again reach. It's okay if you can't touch, but as long as you're feeling a stretch. But try to touch your toes and see if you can comfortably touch or hold your toes. Okay, okay. If you can't, then you need to stretch your hamstrings regularly and you will be able to do it soon. Okay. Now we'll try the boat posture, Naukasana. Again, those who have strain on your back, lower back problems, go easy on this. Just on your hips, balance there. On your hips, just balance here. Keep holding there. Keep holding there. This is the Ardha Naukasana, half boat posture. Okay, and down, come back. Okay, now the next we'll do the full boat posture. Full boat posture. Okay, just the kids who are doing it. Devika, put your pillow or the cushion near you and do it. Hold there. And then take the cushion and see if you can hold this position and throw it up. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, again do it. Just balancing here. See if you can just throw the cushion, catch it while holding it. Throw it up and hold it. Okay. And come back, keep this aside and try to do the full Naukasana. This time, straighten your legs completely and hold there. Those of you who find this difficult can do the half. Keep holding there, keep holding there. Okay, and come back, and come back. Okay, next, do the camel to stretch your stomach muscles. In this position, turn your toes inward And okay, first just put your hands here and arch back like that. And come back, and the right hand, turn your toes inward, right hand to your right heel, arch back, and come back, and the left hand to your left heel, arch back. Okay, come back. Some of you can repeat with one hand or do this one. The others who are comfortable, do this with both the hands. One right hand, left hand, push the stomach up, arch back, throw the neck back. Just enjoy the posture, hold there. And to come up, leave the right hand first, then the left hand, and do the counter for this, which is the rabbit posture, Shashankasana. Put your head down. Be with your breathing. Relax in that position. Relax in that position. Okay, now from there come in the plank position. Okay, some of you just hold the plank position. The others raise the right leg up, back, the left leg up, back, and continue. Raise the knees up in a continuous movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and hips down, down, and now do the plank on your elbows. On your elbows. Hips not too up, not too down. Keep holding there. Put your knees down, lie down on your stomach. Stretch your hands forward. Raise the right hand, the left leg up, alternate hand and leg, and down. Now the left hand, right leg up and down. Continue like that. And if you're comfortable, raise both the hands, both the legs up, down. Breathe in, breathe out. Up and hold there, keep holding there, and down. Bend both the knees. Hold your ankles and try to open your knee joint and raise the knees off the floor. Your shoulders will get pulled back and down. 2 more times. Breathe in, breathe out, down, and once again come up and keep holding there. Keep holding there and down and relax in the cobra position. Okay, go do the cobra 4 times. Palms close to your chest, elbows close to your body. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, down. Don't come up beyond your navel. Don't straighten your elbows. Down. And again, up, hold there. And down. Okay, now come up in the Swanasana. Swan is a dog in Sanskrit. Okay, arch back, push your stomach down and the neck. Don't hunch the shoulders, keep the shoulders straight, arch back. And from there, push your hips up in a mountain position. Walk up 1 step, push your heels down. Feel a stretch on your calves. Neck tucked in, look at your navel, hold there. Keep holding there. Okay, put your knees down again. Put your knees down. Once again, come up in the Swanasana. Elbows straight this time. See, this is different from the cobra. Remember that. Bhujangasana. Okay. Arch back, through the neck back. Okay, holding this position. Holding this position from the right shoulder, look back at your heel, at your right heel. And come back straight, and now over the left shoulder, look back at your left heel. Once again, straight, turn to the right, look back, straight, turn to the left, and come back, and again push your hips up, walk up, get into the mountain position again. This time keep walking up. Keep walking up. You can bend the knee slightly and stand up from that position. Arch back, and relax, and relax. Okay, and come back, and come back. Okay, and in the standing position, in the standing position. Raise the right leg up, turn it, and with your hand from below the leg, just pull it up like this. Hold there. And now, so your right leg is up. With your left hand, hold your ankle, push the right leg down and raise your right hand up. Hold there. Okay, and come back and change. Now on your right leg and the other leg up, pull it up like this. Then with your right hand secure your ankle, push the left leg down and your left hand up. Hold there. Hold there. Okay. And come back. And we'll do the standing chakrasana that we've been doing. Little distance between your legs, shoulder width, your fist tight. Breathe in, stretch up, arch back, throw the neck back, and as you breathe out, bend the knees, raise the hands up, turn your wrist inward, and once again, inhale, stretch up, arch back, and exhale, bend the knees, turn your wrist inward, and again, inhale, arch back, and change. The second movement, more distance between your feet, your hands here, fingers open, and as you breathe in, stretch your hands outward, palm up, the neck back, shoulders back, and take your right palm to your left ankle, look up, and again breathe in, shoulders back, the neck back, and the other side, look up at your hand which is up. Once again, breathe in, breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in. Okay, and in the same position, left leg outward, and turn towards your left leg. Keep the knee straight, looking at your toe, slide the left hand down and raise the right hand up, look up in the direction your upper palm is pointing. Balance there. Okay, and come back up. Straight. Once again the same side. Left leg, this time bend the knee slightly. Place the hand here like this. I hope you can see carefully. And raise your hand up. Look up. Balance. Okay. And come back. Now the other side. So right leg outward. Slide the right hand down, looking at your toe, and then the left hand up, look up. Hold there. And come up, and once again the same leg, bend the knee, put your hand here, stretch up, look up, keep holding there. Okay, and come back. Okay, this some of you can try. Once again the left side, the others can repeat what we just did, and those for whom that is comfortable, you can try this. Left leg outward again, this time bend the knee enough to put your palm down, behind your leg, and then stretch up, look up, and then come up. And now the other side, right leg outward, bend the knee enough to put the palm down, and then up, look up. Okay, and come up, and relax, and relax. Okay, just do a trunk rotation right there, bend down from the left, up, look back, and then from the other side, up, back, and down. Okay, and come back, relax. Okay, now if you want a small sip of water, you can have a very quick, very small sip of water, and after you have water, if you don't want to have water, do this again and then follow it up with this. Feel the stretch. Just do that. And balance it with the other leg, of course. Up, hold there, and then balance it there. Okay, let's do one or two more balancing postures. We are going at a fast pace today, so it is not like a yoga class, but we are trying to use the fact that we are warmed up to attempt some new postures and attain perfection in them. And some of you can avoid the ones you find difficult. Balancing on your right leg, raise the left leg up, try to hold their balance there and come back. Now the other leg up and hold there and back. Once again, balancing on your right. Yeah, this is called one of the Nataraj asanas. You can even call it the Superman position, and down. And the other leg up, hold there. Okay, come back. Now another two variations of the Nataraj asana we'll do. One again, hold your ankle from the outside and raise the leg up and the other hand up, balance, hold there, okay, and come back. And the other side. If you can't do this, if you find this very tough to get hold, just repeat the last variation, okay, and hold there with the other leg, okay, and down, and relax. Okay, from there, let's try a quick round of the Surya Namaskar. Some of you can do the easier version of it like we did yesterday. Just 2 cycles, and just avoid the movements which are tough for you. Join the palms together. Look straight at the point in front of you. Okay. Breathe in, arch back, the neck up. Breathe out, reach for the toes. Bend the knees, palms down, the right leg back. Neck up. Okay, now you can put both the knees down and then come up in the plank. Push your hips up in the mountain. Heels down, feel a stretch. And now the left leg forward. Join the feet together. And breathe in, stretch up, arch back. And in the starting position again. Now we'll do it with the other leg. Breathe in, arch back. Breathe out, reach for the toes, and now take the left leg back. You can put the knee down, look up. Now take the front leg back, both the knees down and both the knees up in the plank. Knees down, lie down on your stomach, come up in the cobra, push your hips up in the mountain. Now take the right leg up. You can put both the knees down and then take the right leg up. Neck up, join the feet together. Breathe in, come up, arch back, and in the starting position. And now sit in Vajrasan. I hope you know which one Vajrasan is. Okay, sit in Vajrasan, this one. Okay, now from here we'll do the pigeon posture, Kapodasana. So first again come in the plank position. Now bring the right leg up like this. Let your body weight go down. Okay? Just look at the front leg. And now straighten the back leg as much as possible. And put your head down in the direction of your right knee. Put your head down. Relax there. Enjoy the stretch. And come up. And again in the plank position. Now bring the left leg up. Bring the other leg up now. Okay. So again let the body weight go down completely. Back leg straight as possible and put your head down in the direction of your knee. Just hold the stretch, enjoy the stretch. And raise the neck up. Being in the same position, bring the back leg over this and balance here. This is called the Virasana, very important posture. This is one of the important meditative postures. If you can't do Padmasana but you can do this, that is also good. Okay, back straight, and now the leg which is up, that hand goes up and try to touch the fingers behind you. This becomes the Gomukh Asana now. Keep holding there. See if you can interlock. If you can't interlock, if you can't touch, it's okay, as long as you're feeling a stretch. Okay, and back. And now switch the leg position. Now the other leg goes down and the other leg goes up. Now my left leg is up, so my left hand goes up, and try to touch the fingers and see if you can interlock. You will find that one side is a little difficult. It's okay if you can't touch, but keep trying to, without forcing too much. Don't break. Okay, and come back. And come back. Okay, and straighten your feet. Stretch your hands forward, breathe out, and put your hands here. Breathe in, neck up, and again breathe out. Reach for the toes and breathe in, up, and just hold there. The stomach up, the neck back. See if you can hold there for some time. Okay, and down, and down. Okay, now sit in, how we sit in Vajrasana, sit like that. Now take your ankles a little outward and see if you can sit on the mat with your legs outward. Okay? So if you're struggling, it's okay, just try. But if you're comfortable here, then try to see if you can come on your elbows and throw the neck back. You can keep your palms on the soles of your feet. And to come up, again come up like this and gently come back and stretch your feet straight in front of you and loosen the legs, just move them from one side to the other side. Okay, and come back. Okay, let's try one challenging upper body exercise, slightly challenging, not too much. So some of you can just do this plank. Okay, your hips up, and then put the knees down, and now do the plank on your elbows. Okay, the elbows are a little distance apart and hold there. Okay, put your knees down and again come up. Some of you can do this. If this is difficult for you, you can do this with your knees down. With your knees down, do this and then go on your elbows and come up. Okay, so some of you can repeat one or the other if it is challenging enough for you. Some of you can do this one. If you want to go a little more challenging, then come in this position. You're doing a plank on your palms. Now from there, come your right elbow down, the left elbow down. Okay, now again come in the previous, your right hand palms down and the left. If you have shoulder, neck injuries, go easy. Okay, so you're switching between the one plank and the other. One elbow down, the other down, and then again come up and again down, and put your knees down and lie down on your stomach and just relax there. Just relax. Put your head down. Put your head down, be with your breathing, just relax there. Okay, and come back up. Come back up and just loosen the shoulder muscles and do shoulder rotation backward 2 times just to relax those muscles. And once again do this position, arch back, the neck back. Okay, now lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Okay, again we'll be doing some easy, some challenging movements for the core muscles. Listen to your body. If you have a lower back issue, then avoid the more challenging ones. Okay, palms down, right leg up, down, the left leg up, down. Continue with one leg. If you're comfortable, then do it with both the legs. Straight up and down, and straight up and down. Okay, now some of you can do a cycling movement. The others who are comfortable, stretch your hands back, come up, take slight support from your elbows and reach for your toes. Breathe out. And again go back, breathe in and breathe out. Reach for the toes. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in. Okay. And relax. Take a breather. Take a breather. Okay. Okay. Some of you switch to again. We did the reverse crunching movement the other day. Raise your legs up and breathe out and breathe in. Okay, you can keep your palms down. Breathe out, raise your hips up and down. And again, breathe out, raise your hips up slightly and down. Okay, do a few of these and do a few of the cycling movement again. And the others, especially the kids who've joined in, do this one. Stretch your hands back, come up in the half boat position and then go back and then come up in the half boat position. Continue. Okay, kids, do it a little fast. Breathe out as you come up. Breathe in, breathe out and relax and relax. Take a breather, take a breather and relax, relax. Bend your knees slightly, keep your hands on your stomach. Just observe your breathing. Just close your eyes and just watch the movement of your stomach, of your diaphragm as you breathe in and breathe out. Feel the stomach coming up as you breathe in. Okay, and come back and turn to one side like this. Turn to one side. See, can you see that I am on my elbows and the other hand is here for balance. And now raise the leg up and down. Outward. Stretch up and down and now raise it up and see if you can hold it there. And see if you can reach for your toe. Hold there. If you can't reach for your toes, just hold your ankle. Try to find a balance there. Okay, and down. Now the other side. The other side. 2-3 times, just loosen. Some of you can avoid it, do however much you can do. And then raise up and hold there your ankle or reach for the toe if that is comfortable. Otherwise, just hold the ankle, straighten the leg, balance there and come back and come back. Lie down on your back. Bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. This is called the Pavan Muktasana. Okay. Pavan is the wind. And okay. Bend both the knees, press them against the stomach. And from there, we lose the Anand Balasana, the happy baby posture. So, from here you have to put your palms on the soles of your feet and straighten. You can keep the knees slightly bent, but keep trying to straighten so that you feel a stretch. Keep holding there. Keep holding there. And down. And do a namaskar with your feet. Okay, and now hold your namaskar and pull towards your chest. Keep holding there. Okay, and down. And in the Pavan Muktasana position, hands to the side and turn both the legs to the left and the neck to your right. Feel a twist. And now come back center and now and center, twist to the other side and come back and put your feet down. Okay, now do the bridge, comfortable distance between the feet. Put the palms down and raise your stomach up breathe in and breathe out down. Once again, breathe in, come up, hold there and breathe out down. Okay, now we are going to attempt the Chakrasana and the the Viparit Karni Asana. If you do not know the technique of those, it can be strenuous. So, some of you just repeat the spinal twisting, the bridge and the Pavan Mukta Asana again. And those who can attempt this, first attempt the Viparit Karni Asana to raise, bend both the knees and supporting on your elbows, gently push your hips up. Okay, come in this position. Okay, raise the hip, just balance your body weight on your elbows. Okay, and you're supporting here. Those of you who have neck problems, high blood pressure, you can go easy on this. Okay, and just try to balance there. Just find a balance to, this is not the Sarvangasana, this is the Viparit Karni Asana. Those of you who are very comfortable can straighten yourself and that becomes Sarvangasana. When you go straight in this, absolutely on your shoulders, that becomes the Sarvangasana. Okay, bend the knees, take your legs back and to come back very softly, use your stomach muscles to come back softly from there and relax. Okay, some of you can straight away go into the Pavan Mukta posture again, and those of you who have tried it before, especially the kids, you can attempt the Chakrasana, keep your hands, and those of you who are doing it as a family, you can support the person who is attempting it. So keep your hands, palms inward, only if you have done it before you tried. The stomach up and straighten your elbows, balance there. And to come back, heels down, put your shoulders down like in the bridge and down, and now do the Pavan Mukta Asana. Straighten your legs, the hands back, stretch the body tall, toes towards yourself, stretch the shoulders and relax. Leave all the muscles loose now. Leave all the muscles as loose as you can leave them. Close your eyes. Now this is the Shavasana, the dead body posture. So just make sure your body is absolutely loose and absolutely still. Don't move at all and keep your eyes closed. Keep lying down in that position for 30 seconds. Continue to keep your eyes closed. Some of you can keep your hands on your stomach to feel your breathing. The others can just watch your breathing without putting your hands on your stomach. Just watch your breathing, watch your heart rate, your breathing. Some of you can keep one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach to feel the movement of your stomach with your breathing, to feel your heart rate. And count for 5 breaths the rising and falling of your stomach as you breathe in and breathe out. Count that for 5 breaths. Okay, now take deeper breaths. Let the stomach come up more as you breathe in. Let your stomach swell up more as you breathe in. Okay, and slowly move your fingers, move your toes, become aware of your muscles, and very slowly turn to your right and come up and sit up comfortably with your spine straight, with your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed and sit straight. And now we'll chant Om 3 times. Before that, let's make sure that our heart rate is slow. Keep your right hand on the center of your chest and left hand on your stomach. Feel your heart rate. And take 2 deep breaths in a way that your stomach goes up first and then your chest goes up. And as you breathe out, your chest goes down first and then your stomach, squeeze your stomach inward. And put your hands on your knees. And now we'll chant Om 3 times. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. Just be with the silence for 10 seconds. Just sit still in that position. And join your palms together in a namaskar. And if your hands are dry, then just rub the palms together. And let your eyes, your face absorb that. And just take your hands back, interlock your fingers, pull the shoulders back, the neck back. And interlock your fingers and stretch up over your head. Okay. And come back. Come back. Okay, with that, we are through with our fast-paced class, which was more aimed at the kids who joined us today. So tomorrow, at the same time, 9:30, we are going to do a very gentle yoga class for which even senior citizens can join us if they want to. So tomorrow will be a more classical, gentle yoga class. And in tomorrow's class, we'll be attempting the Anulom Vilom Pranayam. So those of you who do not know the technique of Anulom Vilom Pranayam, it is also called Nadi Shodhan Pranayam. So I think 2 days back, I made a small video on the technique of it. You can go on this page, scroll down and watch that to know the technique of that. So tomorrow we'll do that. Tomorrow also the class will be at 9:30 in the morning. And the second thing is at 10:50, about 10-15 minutes from now, I'll be coming live again and I'll be talking about weight loss. A lot of people have been asking me questions. So in about 10-15 minutes at 9:50, I'll be going live again to talk about weight loss and answer your questions on weight loss. So you can come back for it after having water and stuff. And the other thing is Monday, so tomorrow same time 9:30 gentle yoga class. Monday is an off day, we won't have a class on Monday. And then Tuesday again we start 8:30 in the morning on the weekdays, and weekends at 9:30. And lastly, any suggestions, any feedback you have, any questions you have, please keep them coming. And I'll see some of you at 10:50 for the questions on weight loss. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 for a very gentle yoga class tomorrow. Have a nice day.